When you're young, the money choices you make could either make you or break you, meaning it has the power to either set you up for future financial success or make it harder to reach your goals. It is at this stage that you need to be serious when it comes to your finances because you still have the time, a long way to go, and a clean slate. If you make smart financial decisions from the very start, you can set yourself up for success and avoid making mistakes that could hurt you in the long run. So in this video, I'll take you to the 7 common money mistakes young people make and how to avoid them. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it also spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Mistake number 1, not making health a priority. I hope you're not guilty of this as I was when I first knew about this. Health is one of the most important things in life, and if you don't have it, you have nothing. Think back to a time where you had a cold or the flu, and it seemed like the only thing that mattered was getting better. No matter how much money you have, it doesn't make sense if you can't enjoy it. Many young people don't care about living a healthy life, so they do things like smoke, vape, drink too much, eat unhealthy food like takeout for every meal, and don't exercise. Even stranger is that making changes to live a healthier life doesn't cost us anything. A common reason for not taking care of one's health is that people resort to the alibi that healthy living costs too much. But that doesn't have to be the case at all. Think about how much money you can save by not smoking or not getting drunk at the bar. Add to it making healthier meals at home instead of eating out every meal. Trying to walk in the park, riding a bike, or going on a hike are all free things that you can do instead of shopping online. Taking care of your health now will only make your future more fun, and it will also make you feel better right away. Mistake number 2, buying a new car. When you're young, it's tempting to buy a brand new car, but did you know that this is a bad financial move? This is because it means spending a lot more money on a car than you can comfortably afford. Kelley Blue Book says that the average price of a new car is over $48,000, which makes it too expensive for people who are just starting out financially. Funding and making payments on an asset that goes down in value is expensive. Almost everyone regrets buying a new car in the long run. The last thing you want to do is spend every month as much as a week's pay on a car payment and other costs related to it. When you go to trade that car in a few years, you won't be happy to find that it's only worth a small percentage of what you paid for it. When you add the interest, taxes, and insurance to the depreciation, the total will make you shake your head. Mistake number 3, investing without thinking. It's exciting to think you might get better returns on your investments than average. But even professional investors have trouble beating the market. Because retirement seems so far away to young adults, they often worry too much about making much better than average returns. Well, this thinking has to be changed now. So here's an encouragement. If you make a lot of money, you could retire earlier and live much better. And a way to make more money is through investing. But be careful. Investing, such as in cryptocurrencies, is dangerous if you don't know much about them. Buying stocks based on how you feel or a tip from someone with no credentials is not a good way to make money. Some people have gotten lucky and picked a great investment with returns that are much higher than the market average. But this is risky and shouldn't be seen as a way to grow retirement savings steadily. If you gamble with your savings, you'll probably come to regret it, and you'll wish you'd put your money into something more stable. Mistake number 4, collecting credit card debt. It's easy to borrow money for anything, from a car to school. And the fact that credit cards are available makes it even scarier. You won't be able to get ahead financially for years if you have a lot of debt. Not only will you have to pay a lot of interest on what you bought, but you'll probably regret buying most of it. In addition to the money you wasted and now have to pay interest on, these payments will make it harder for you to save for future purchases and retirement. The interest rates on credit card debt in particular are very high, and they're designed to be very hard to pay off with minimum payments or anything close to that. When you're young, buying things on credit almost seems like you didn't spend money at all. This is because you don't know how hard it is to pay them off. Going into debt with interest rates that usually go above 20 to 25% is something you will definitely come to regret in the long run. Trust me, I've been there. Mistake number 5, not having a plan for your future. Should you go to college, learn a trade, start your own business, work in sales, or get a job at the bottom of the ladder? There are many choices based on the many different factors. Every person is different, so there is no one right answer. But if you don't have a plan at all, your chances of success will go down. So, what kind of work do you like enough to do for a living? Do you like working in an office from 9 to 5, or do you like to work with your hands more? Are you happy with your quote unquote secure job, or would you rather have more say over how much money you make? Which of these options fits your budget and won't put you into a situation where you have so much debt that it's impossible to pay off? You don't have to know all the answers, but it's not a good idea to avoid these questions and have no plan at all. If you agree with what I just said, please hit that small like button down below. Also, I'd love to hear about what you think can be the best way to plan out your future in the comments section. And yes, going back. Mistake number 6. Having no discipline. There's a good chance that you or someone you know doesn't have any money discipline. They eat out for every meal, buy clothes they might wear once or twice, drive a new expensive car, need the newest electronics, and spend a lot of money every weekend at bars and clubs. Unless you're one of the richest people in the world, you'll need to learn how to manage your money. The sooner you do this, the better things will be. If you spend your whole working life wasting money, you will definitely feel bad about it in the future. Part of being financially responsible is not spending more than your budget can handle and making and sticking to goals for saving and investing. All of these things are important to know, and the sooner you learn them, the better off you'll be. Mistake number 7. Waiting to make an investment move. What does this mean? Let's take a look at what happened when Mary and Jack started investing and how they did it. Mary, who is 25 years old, started out with nothing. And for 15 years, she put $6,000 per year into a fund that gets an average annual return of 10%. Mary stops putting money into the fund at that point and just lets it grow until she's 65. When she's 65 years old and ready to retire, her investment will be worth $2,272,000. Now, let's say Jack doesn't start investing until he is 40 years old. Then, for the next 25 years, he puts $6,000 into the same fund as Mary every year. Jack has only $649,000 saved when he turned 65. Mary put a total of $90,000 to our investments. Everything else came from the interest we earned on that money. Jack put in a total of $150,000, but he doesn't have anywhere near as much money as Mary does. Waiting to invest is one of the worst things you can do with your money. It seems like a long time until retirement, and there are so many more fun ways to spend money than tying it up for decades. It may seem like you'll never reach retirement age, but it will come sooner than you think, and you'll wish you had started investing sooner. When you start young, it's easy to make a lot of money because of compound interest, and even though that money seems hard to get, it's still there giving you options. So even if money is in a retirement account or a brokerage account, you could take it out if you really wanted to. Many people have made these ridiculously expensive money mistakes, so you can learn from them without spending a dime. Use them as a learning opportunity to help shape a better future for you and your family. Even though these ideas will help you in the long run, you'll start to see the benefits right away. Well, that's basically the 7 common money mistakes young people make. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Watch it to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.